Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's minestrone cooked in the Tefal Cook4Me. You could use a pressure cooker for this or you can cook it on the stove, but you'll be surprised at how quick, delicious and easy it is to make in the Tefal Cook4Me. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. Don't get too hung up on what ingredients I'm using here. You could use anything you happen to have in your veggie crisper, what's in season, what's fresh and what's economical. Now tomatoes at the moment here in Australia are about $8 a kilo, and I do have some of those, but I'm going to use some already peeled tomatoes out of the can, prepared at the peak of freshness. We've got some cannellini beans here that I have rinsed. They've got sort of some gooey stuff on them in the tin. Just rinse them. If you want to use fresh, you're going to have to soak them overnight before you use them. I'm not putting them in with the main dish to start with because they will break up because they're really quite soft. You can see they're a little bit mushy and we don't want to totally lose their texture. Okay, we're just going to turn the Tefal Cook4Me onto the manual function and start browning. So what we need to do is to heat it up. We've got a bit of extra virgin olive oil in there. We're going to add our root vegetables to start with, and that'll just get them a little bit of a kick along before we add our other ones that are going to be a little bit softer. So we've got potatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes and pumpkin. Well, pumpkin's not a root vegetable, but it does need a little bit more time. So just chop these up into about 1 centimetre dice, and we're going to have them all about the same size for the simple reason that you want them all to cook at the same time. So there we go. That's what you're after. There we go. That'll start sizzling pretty soon, and then we can add our remaining ingredients. Just continue with the rest. Okay, now we just give this a stir around. Tiny bit of colour on it now, and that just contributes to the flavour because we're not using any meat. Celery, beans, just chopped and tailed and roughly chopped, they're little baby beans. Capsicum, bell pepper, crushed garlic. I'm just using bottled garlic at the moment because I'm actually out of fresh stuff. Mixed Italian herbs, in she goes. You got fresh ones, go with that. Good couple of pinches of freshly ground black pepper. Okay, now we need juice in this because it is a pressure cooking method of cooking. So we're just going to add our veggie stock now. Our tinned tomatoes, diced Italian tinned tomatoes. Rinse that out with a little bit of water so you don't waste that. Okay, now those vegetables are going to make a lot of juice themselves. They're going to break down and it's going to gently thicken. And just before we serve, we're going to add our cannellini beans, adjust for seasoning, and add some grated Parmesan cheese. So we want to stop the browning, yes, and now we want to go to the quick cooking function, and we're going to give it 25 minutes. Immediate start. Okay, just a little bit of Gremolata. We've got some garlic. We've just crushed that up there. We've got some freshly cracked pepper. Go in there too. This is in keeping with it being a vegan dish. This is normally served with Parmesan cheese, but obviously that's not vegan. So now we're just going to add a bit of Gremolata, which is just some zest of fresh lemons out of our garden. Look at them, they're gorgeous. Pepper, veggie salt, garlic, our zest, and some parsley. Leave a couple of these sprigs for garnish for our soup. The rest of it, lose the stalks, they're a bit woody, being washed. And this will just give it a nice brightness to the dish, added freshness. Plus there's oodles of vitamin C there. This was growing in the garden about 2 minutes ago. If you're having some nice crusty bread with that, I suggest you warm that up now. Or just make some toast. That's all you need to do to that. Nice and finely chopped. Give it a stir around, and then they just get sprinkled on top of our soup. Okay, that's that. Okay, 25 minutes later, it's just releasing the steam, so it's safe to open it. It's going to be bubbly hot. We're going to add our cannellini beans there, give it a stir through, serve it up. With our Gremolata, this is totally vegan and gluten-free. We're going to be serving it with toast and Parmesan cheese. That is the non-vegan option. Time to unlock the lid now and I'll show you what we have. Steamy. See how thick it is? Not too much moisture in it. It'll be absolutely delicious. Now I've just got our cannellini beans now that have been rinsed. Toss them in there, and the heat of that soup is going to warm those beans through, and they haven't broken up. And there you have it, Cheeky Richo's vegan, gluten-free minestrone that smells amazing. Okay, now we're just going to serve this up. Oh, look at that. Yum, 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 yum. Pop our little sprig of parsley on the top there. And sprinkle with some cheese or some Gremolata. Let's have a taste, shall we? Oh, look at that. Yum, 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 yum. It's so hot. Soups like this are the best part of winter. Beautifully cooked in 25 minutes. It takes you that long to open up a can of instant soup, and look at all those fresh vegetables in there. Absolutely divine. Thanks for watching.